Great. So how well do you know your country, your county, and how many governors can you name? Well, High Court Judge Msagha Mbogholi, who is eyeing the Chief Justice job today, found himself in a tight spot after he failed to name governors of Mandera, Tharaka-Nithi and West Pokot counties. Mbogholi was appearing before the Judicial Service Commission on the second day of the ongoing interviews for Chief Justice. KTN's Muremi Mwangi was there.
Tuesday was the turn of High Court Judge Msagha Mbogholi to defend his suitability for the Chief Justice job before his employer, the Judicial Service Commission.
I'm the longest serving judge in this republic.
But as Mbogholi would find out, the interviews were not going to be a walk in the park.
Who is the governor of Tharaka-Nithi? Who is the governor of Mandera? And who is the governor of West Pokot?
I don't know whether Nadif is the governor of Mandera. Tharaka-Nithi, I don't know. I also don't know the other governor out there.
What do you understand as the distinction between a petition filed under Article 87.2 of the Constitution
87.2?
And a petition filed under Article 140 of the Constitution?
Forgive me to look at it, please.
You cannot recall that?
I can't.
You
I'm
can't?
sorry. Not immediately. 140, of course, is the presidential election.
And 187.2?
187.
87.2.
That's what I'm checking, please.
But you have presided over petitions.
Yes. In the previous, under the previous constitution.
But the interview also rekindled memories of the controversial 1997 election petition filed by the then presidential candidate Mwai Kibaki against then incumbent President Daniel Arap Moi. Justice Mbogholi was one of the three judges who dismissed the Kibaki petition on account that he had not physically served President Moi with the court papers.
Kibaki and Moi, which of course you've been asked about, and which decision you seem to regret. Do you regret the decision?
That was a three-judge decision. And when you conference, when you retire to chambers and you conference, you may not have a voice, even if it's a dissenting voice, in a ruling of that nature. I'm not saying that I had a contrary decision from my colleagues who are there, but that one did not cross our mind at that time about substantive justice under that article of the current constitution.
Justice Mbogholi was also put to task to explain how he intends to safeguard the independence of judges and the judiciary, which is increasingly coming under threat from the executive and the legislature.
For example, I were to be invited by the speaker or the president to attend any function, I would readily do so, because they are not likely to compromise the independence of the judiciary, leave alone the independence of the Chief Justice.
You would agree then that our democracy is healthier and stronger and more resilient if all organs of government respect the territorial autonomy of the other arms.
Once in a while we shall stray into one another's territory. But as I said earlier, when we are interpreting the Constitution, and I have in mind one very crucial case that was handled by the High Court about the CDF Act.
Yes.
We crossed, allegedly, the red line.
It has been a very lengthy interaction, and we all wish you well. 2 interviews down, 10 more to go before the JSC can make a decision on who the country's next Chief Justice will be. But as the process continues, it is now clear to the interviewees that they will have to understand more than just matters of the courts as the hunt for Mutunga's successor continues. Muremi Mwangi, KTN News in Nairobi.